Jelly Beans. This is Jewelry Jelly here with Jessica and Little Red Riding Hood Mimi and George Washing Machine. And Happy New Year, everybody. It is 2026. I hope everybody is well rested and has had a good New Year's. I certainly didn't. I was supposed to stream last Friday, but unfortunately, the flu had bigger plans for me. And it was brutal. I was basically in bed for a week, practically. I started feeling crappy on last Tuesday night and just took the rest of the week off of work. Just basically laid on my back, sweated, had a fever, crawling in my skin. This orange will not peel. Yeah, it was pretty brutal. Get your flu shots, people. I mean, I know that people say, oh, I got my flu shot and I still got the flu. Well, there are different strains of the flu. And I just happened to get one of them that wasn't covered in this year's vaccination. So, luck of the draw. But anyway, I'm back. You're going to have to excuse any coughing fits that I have while I am playing because this flu is still lingering with me and hasn't been pretty. But I do also want to show you that the new issue of Nintendo Force is out now. We did a retrospective look at the upcoming Virtual Boy on Virtual Console, and I have a review of Octopath Traveler 0 within these very pages, which, to be perfectly honest, neither me or my editor thought it would be over 100 hours long. I mean, it is a very long game. It starts off unhinged, and then it gets even more unhinged. But anyway, that is for another time, because what we're going to be doing tonight is we're going to be starting to play Urban Myth Dissolution Center. And the reason why I chose Urban Myth Dissolution Center, along with the fact that it has a pixelated visualization and perfectly matches up with the theme for the community game along this month, is that one of the accounts that I follow on Twitter Blue Sky, posted a bunch of translations of a Japanese gaming magazine that had a bunch of game developers talk about their 5 favorite games of the past year. What are urban myths? Modern stories spread by word of mouth. Spirits, cryptids, aliens, paranormal incidents. Most are unfounded rumors which grow as they are passed on. Why is that, Mitt Romney? Many urban myths are rooted in harmless, everyday gossip. But are they all? Truly? Alright, so basically, going back to my explanation, a lot of Japanese game developers listed this game among their top 5 of 2025, which means it's probably really good. So that's why we're going to play it. Alright, so... Okay. Alright. We're gonna start. This is a work of fiction. The organizations, businesses, and characters depicted are all fictitious. Any resemblance, blah 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 blah. This game supports autosaving, blah 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 blah. Oh no! Why now? Why here? Why am I getting an upskirt shot? There's something here! Hide, Asami! Three days ago. Anomaly checkup. Urban Myth Dissolution Center. Is this the place? Hello, I'm looking for the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. Business call? I've always seen weird things, ever since I was born. I was hoping they might be able to help. Center's down that elevator, 4 floors deep. I hope they can fix me here. Hello? I see. You saw our poster while shopping and came here seeking our help. And you have a problem you want solved as soon as possible. Why, yes, but how did you... Ah! Your gaze is focused somewhere just behind me. You see it, don't you? Ms. Azami Fukurai. That's me, but how do you know my... I, too, happen to see as you do. Thanks to this strange power. Who am I, you wonder? Ayumu Meguriya, Center Director. First, let us identify what you're seeing. Identify? These might help clear things up. Welcome to the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. Pretty stylish. What are these glasses? The ghost behind you suddenly looks a lot more clear. As I said, they help you focus. Now, Mrs. Ami, about the things you are seeing. They are different from ghosts, as in spirits of deceased individuals. They are not ghosts? Indeed, you might call it clairvoyance. Vestiges of persons and objects that existed are retained everywhere. You are probably visualizing them in some way. I see. Simply put, you can see people and things that were there before. But seeing them better isn't really helping. You see them in focus by wearing these special glasses. This proves that your power is indeed clairvoyance. And could you perhaps help me deal with this clairvoyance? We could indeed. Here, at the Urban Myth Dissolution Center, we work as a detective agency for anomalies, which handles cases beyond the capabilities of regular law enforcement. Okay, is it just me, or does Meguria have the Millennium Puzzle around his neck? Upon official request, we could certainly support you in figuring out your clairvoyance. Then please, do something about these things I'm seeing! All in due time. Let's get you in a seat first, so you can relax a bit. Oh, right. Slowing down, sitting down. Oh! Oh, of course. Huh? What just happened? That chair is said to bring death to those who sit in it. A terrible curse indeed. What? Cursed chair! I had placed here for research. How careless of me. So, what happens now? You sat in it, so you either figure things out or just die. Let us undo the curse that just hit you. Yes, please! I believe I kept a research file on this chair somewhere. With my limited mobility, it may take too long for me to get to it. We're looking for a research file? Then I won't die, right? I'll look for it and find it. I'm powerless to assist, as you can see, but the file should be in this very room. Let me know when you find it. Understood. File, coming right up. Okay, so there's the chair. No idea what I'm even looking for. Kuniya Yanagita, Kumagusu Minakata, Shinobu Orikuchi, Shigeru Mizuki. Folklore studies? The only name that I know out of all of those is Shigeru Mizuki. Am I pronouncing these names right? I thought this was here for guests. Why did I sit on something like that? And why leave such a thing lying around anyway? The Legacy of Ms. Ripper. How not to meet your doppelganger. Warmer, at least? Oh, this book has a mark on it. The Dangers of Snake Venom. Hemotoxins from venomous snakes break down proteins. This can cause necrosis in muscle tissue and may warrant special attention. Way too complicated for me. But it's unrelated to urban myths. Why is this book even here? Is this the medical section? Depression, oppression and liberation, caring for schizophrenia. Sounds complicated. Maybe somewhere else? Shaping your happiness. Surefire tips for building rapport. Occult Great Reset. All sorts of books here. But I'm not finding this research file anywhere. I should check with the director. Director-san? Yes? Do I look pale? I'm feeling kind of queasy. Considering this room is rather dark, you look healthily pale. The bookshelves are full of occultish titles, but I can't seem to find the research file. I see. In that case, I suggest you put on those glasses I handed you earlier, and try again. But when I wore those glasses earlier, it felt like my ghost sight got turned up. It's unfortunate that I no longer remember where I placed that file. I suppose I'll have to try searching myself. Let's hope it won't be too late. Wait, what happens to me if we are too late? I'll put the glasses on and use this clairvoyance or whatever to find the file. Okay. Okay. Here goes. Ooh. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing this. This place has ghosts too. Rather, people and things that were here before or something. They used to be vague shapes, but now I see them much more clearly. I'm shaking, but I might find something near that shadow. Right? Right. Now or never. I knew I saw a ghost behind the director. Wearing these glasses makes me see it even more clearly. I'm having trouble talking to him with these glasses on. I should take off the glasses when we need to talk. Excuse me. There's a flickery ghost touching one of the books. Some papers are stuck inside. Could this be the research file? I should show it to the director. Okay, so I took my glasses off. Let's see if there's anything else in here. Nope. Excuse me. I think it's this one. Oh, fantastic. Your power is indeed similar to mine. You have the power to see it all. So, I'm saved now. How do you undo the curse? I don't know. Huh? The file didn't mention anything about uncursing, only that those afflicted by the curse would all suffer from lower body necrosis. Necrosis? What is that? Simply put, they rot away. Rot away? What should I even do? When you sat down, did you feel anything on the chair? What I felt? I did feel a jab or something, I think. I see. That might warrant another look at the chair itself. You may find clues as to the nature of the curse. Excuse me. I'll go check. Gotta keep trying. I felt a jab when I sat down. This chair is old. Some parts have splinters sticking out. Did one of these jab me when I sat down? I should mention this to the director, too. When I sat in that chair, I felt a jab on my behind. Though it's an old chair, so it's probably just a splinter or something. I see. But that's not really worth mentioning, is it? Sorry. Will I die from this curse? No need for such distress. Why not savor this rare moment? How could I possibly? Ms. Azami, let's try to think of a hypothesis. Hypothesis? Randomly collected information is rarely of substantial merit in itself. What kind of information have you gathered? Let me see. Previously cursed people rotted away from their lower bodies. I was jabbed in the bum by a splinter. Oh my, I honestly have no clue. Compare potential explanations from those two pieces of information and focus on the most likely possibility. It's all right. You can do this. Compare possibilities from the collected information. Focus on one. Not sure I understand, but I'll give it a thought. Okay, so how to undo the curse? Let's think things over for a bit. What should I think about, and how? Let me offer a hint to get you started. Director-san? According to my research, victims who sat in the chair all rotted away from their lower bodies. Which means people who sit down are cursed burst and their bodies start rotting? Yes. However, you mentioned feeling something when you sat down. When I sat, I felt a jab, like from a splinter. That pain was real. Next, choose the most likely explanation from among the possibilities. We need to reach a hypothesis. Understood. Maybe there's a mechanism in chair seat. That jabs you with a needle, then injects a necrotizing poison. Good. Maybe there's a mechanism in the chair seat that jabs you with a needle, then injects a necrotizing poison. That might mean if everyone rots away the same way, maybe it is poison. Yeah, I saw that connection too, MJD. And maybe that pain I felt was a needle or something. I see. It seems you have a viable hypothesis. Maybe there's something hidden in the seat of the chair. Will I be okay then? Once you have a hypothesis, you need to test that theory. If your hypothesis is correct, the chair should house some type of mechanism. I'll check right now. Hey, there's a lid-like thing under the seat part. If there's a clue to what the poison is, we could find an antidote. Ugh, it's not coming off. There we go. Mrs. Ami. I did it, Director Son. Now we find out what the poison is, and this is rather inconvenient. Although the cursed chair itself is real, the poison actually no longer has any effect. To think you would outright demolish it. Wait, you knew this all along? I thought I was going to die from the poison! Yet now, your demolishing the chair has changed things rather drastically. Imagine that. A visitor destroying the cursed chair. We will need you to cover the repair bill. What? I'm so sorry! We had borrowed it for studying. We'll need to restore it. The fee should be around 10 million yen. Wait, that's totally... You said 10 million? I do admit being careless on our end, so about your earlier request. How about you work for us as an investigator and cover the fees with your wages? Oh yeah, this is totally an Oran High School Host Club situation. But, please. Once the repairs are covered, we can start working on those troubles of yours. It's 10 million. Your special power, clairvoyance, will benefit our investigations. We'll make sure to account for that in your wages. Please guide the Urban Myth Dissolution Center's investigations with your clairvoyance. But there's no way I can do that. I'll just go now. Phone number 070-X400-X404, Inugami University InfoSci, 3rd year. Street address. No, that's my phone number. And why do you know about uni? I told you, I have the power of vision myself. I can find you at any time and collect your debt. This is unreal. Yet I prefer welcoming you in rather than pressuring you. Oh my, I'm really sorry for the damage. I'll do what I can. Why is this happening? Also, you might want to use this. Huh? A journal? Yes, for keeping notes on your investigations. Go on, take a look. Is this incidents involve complex interpersonal relations. Here, you'll want to note down characteristics and relationships for the people you meet. This is work orientation already. Please try taking notes while we're at it. About what? How about notes on me to begin with? I see. The director's characteristics. Some kind of power similar to mine. What was it? Vision. Yes, his vision. A power that shows him everything. Because of that power, I somehow ended up working here. Name, Ayumu Meguriya. Vision allows the Urban Myth Dissolution Center director to see everything from a distance. Knew about my clairvoyance power, gave me a pair of glasses, and gave me this journal. But also pressures me to pay back my debt in a passive-aggressive way. Kinda scary. Asami Fukurai. A university student with an unlucky tendency to get in trouble. Stressed by the ghostly figures that haunt the edge of her vision. Went seeking the Urban Myth Dissolution Center's help, hoping for a cure for these visions, but vandalized the cursed chair and had picked up some hefty debt. Agreed to work at the center as a field investigator to help her repay everything. Okay, so here is the cursed chair. Wait. What the hell is that thing? Dear me, did you know that numerous cursed objects exist in this world? Items that bring you misfortune or even death just by owning them? You'll find everything from cursed jewelry, cursed dolls, cursed cars to cursed estates even. For most of them, the first owner had a strong obsession for the artifact, and it's that obsession which brings disaster to the new owner. Among this cursed selection, the cursed chair is especially strong, and it is said to have killed 60 people to date. The original owner of the chair, angered by someone else sitting in it without permission, killed the insolent man. The owner was sentenced to death for murder, but just before his execution, he shouted that he would curse to death whoever dares sit in his chair. After his own death, anyone who sat in the chair died a strange death within mere days. Since then, the chair has been known as the cursed chair or dead man's chair. 5 dozen souls have perished by sitting in the dreaded seat. The current owner, taking heed, has it on display suspended from the ceiling, so no one could possibly sit in it. And what does this chair look like, you ask? Uncannily similar to the one you're currently sitting in, actually. So it looks like this is everybody's... You have your journal now. How about we take a quick break? A quick break? Not breaking chairs or my will this time? First of all, we're going to brief you on the basics about the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. Okay? What are urban myths anyway? It's the totality... Way too fast! 1 hour later! And that's just a quick overview. You should now have the minimal required knowledge to be able to process urban myths. Some of it is seared into my memory, like the passion in your eyes and voice. I'm glad to hear it. Whenever in doubt in the field, your memory of me should prove helpful. I've only scratched the surface, but in due time. Well then, let's get you started on the investigations. Like, right now? Yes, indeed. You should be perfect for this case. Huh? This request is about curbing the damage being caused by a certain urban myth. Jasmine, whom you'll have met upstairs, handles our on-site investigations. The lady with the hair buns? Skill sets vary from person to person. She tends to get bored with the finer details. You should be a much stronger match with the investigation's needs. Oh, okay. Kindly find Jasmine up top and ask her to brief you. She already has the overview for this case. I see. All set, Mrs. Azami. It's a pleasure to be working with you. Looking forward to paying back my dues. Okay, so it looks like we've got our first assignment. And we need to say hello to this Jasmine. Hey. Thank you for earlier. Let me introduce myself. Yeah, not interested. Just heard from the boss man. Azami Fukurai, yeah? Let me think. Zami. Yasumi Tomarigi. I go by Jasmine. Yasumi. Jasmine. Get it? Yasumi. Jasmine, I guess? What? Understood, Jasmine. You're an on-site investigator for urban myths too? So that's all you. I just drive you around. Deal? Seriously? Director again. Stop the damage from an urban myth. And I need to teach you how to do social media research as well? Why me? Anyway, get in. We'll talk on the way. Understood. This is not in my job description. Sorry? Nah, it's okay. Again, it's that boss man making others do all the work. Anyway, about this social media research business. Ready? Yes, I'm ready. So we look things up to track rumors and such. Track rumors? Checking for rumors that hint at urban myths around posts that stand out. Any comments that might spread rumors in questionable ways. That's basically what social media research is for. Tracking rumors. Social media research. Whoa, taking notes, huh? Go on and give it a try. I'll back you up. Understood. Thank you very much, Jasmine. Yeah. Bossman's notes say it all started from this ACO person's account. For starters, check how far the rumor's spreading. How far it's spreading. And all urban myths come from rumors. Gotta cut to the core first. Do you think I'd be able to? Choose the posts and read them to me. I'll be able to comment at least. I should just read out each and every post. Anyway, start by tracking down the source of the info. Pinpoint claims of anomaly sightings. Understood. Okay. Guys, some weird dude showed up at Mio's place and tried to attack her. We called the police, but they're really not helping much. It's blowing up. I wonder why this is trending so much. It's the content for sure, but maybe also the account itself. What's up? You're burning a hole through that pic. This photo looks familiar for some reason. Could just be your mind playing tricks on you. Okay, terrifying anomaly appears. Jasmine, you should look at this. Would you look at that? Is that a ghost? No idea. Bossman would be thrilled if it is. Shadow. Man, something wrong? The sign showing through the window, unique landmarks? Cut out the sudden screams. Some of the letters seem to be moving, though I can't see clearly. Oh, hey, Metsu. look through the glasses. What's going on? The letters are popping out. Huh? Say what? The letters, Mio's place, are popping out of the screen. No idea what you mean. Is it because you want to search for Mio's place? Searching, yes, good idea. Where and how would I do that? See the search box near the top? Pick the search terms from there. Yes. Recap time. Browse for search keywords and important information. Pick the search terms from the search box. Also check new posts in the timeline, then turn up for the searches. That's social media research in a nutshell, okay? Okay, I'll try selecting the search keywords. Okay, so... Excuse me. Wow, they are moving. It wasn't my eyes. Is this trying to tell me which words I should be searching for? My power. I wonder what it actually is. Anyway, I should try searching for rumors and fakes. Excuse me, what? Huh? You don't know about Uncle Tiny? No, so the one in the photo is Uncle Tiny? Don't think so, since that one doesn't look too tiny. I'll show you the Center's files later. Huh? Plasma. So many different speculations. Some urban myths overlap in the way they look and whatnot. Huh? Brand new urban myth right there. Jasmine, have you ever had your fortune told? Can't stand long rants, much less hearing them one-on-one. Yeah, what? Yikes, so he's showing up in other homes too? Can't tell either way from just this post. That AI's a smart one. A message from space? What's going on here? A kind of sub-dimension back-to-back with petty rumors? Huh? Okay, no results found. Is this all a setup? Who knows? Flame war going on between police supporters and otherwise. Not directly related, so just keep scrolling. Huh, it's blowing up. I wonder why this is trending so much. It's the content for sure, but maybe also the account itself. What's up? You're burning a hole through that pic. This photo looks familiar for some reason. Could just be your mind playing tricks on you. Oh no, I think this really is Mio's place. So it is your friend's? I think so. Think so is not enough to go on. I don't know what to do. I'm nervous nervous about people with random related knowledge sharing this. There's an apartment name. This is definitely my friend's place. Your very first case involves someone you know? Not the luckiest recruit in town, are you? The director told me I'd be good for this case. That's why it was assigned to me. This is terrible. She's my friend. So we're heading to your friend's place, yeah? Lead the way. Yes. So, how's it looking? But if it's to save a friend, with your help, the investigation feels doable. Remember, I just drive you around. Of course! I'll be quick on the pickups and back you up. You get to handle the legwork. Legwork? I'm on it. So, this is the doxed girl's place. First thing we need to do is identify which urban myth is involved in this case. Once it's identified, we can all know the cause and can counter it. Identifying the urban myth first. So far, the anomaly is unknown. We don't know the motive either. So go say hi to those two and talk to them. Then check out the room and collect some info. Say hello first and investigate the room. Noted. Are you okay, Mio? Masami, why are you here? After a certain turn of events, I'm working part-time at the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. I couldn't believe it when I heard you were the client. Same here. But why? The police didn't help you? They listened to me at the police station and came to check my room. But since nothing was stolen and they didn't find any leads, they did a quick search, then just left. That's terrible. So then you contacted the center? That's right. When I went to the police station, I saw a poster for the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. I thought, if anyone, these special investigators might believe us. Oh, I saw the same poster. You investigate ghosts and such, right? Eiko saw something, that's for sure. Listen, Azami, I really need your help. You'll be okay, Mio. I'm new on the job and not super sure of myself, but I'll help you in any way I can. I'm so glad you're here to help. I feel much safer. I'm counting on you, Azami. Yes, I'm on it. Mio, which faculty are you studying at again? I'm keeping notes on this case and would like to ask you a few questions. Yes, of course. Mio Sato, 23 years old, Inugami University, Human Sociology, 3rd year. The incident is trending online. Could you give me a rough idea of what happened? Okay. I'm still pretty confused, though. Something suddenly appeared in my room. I didn't notice it at first, but Eiko did. She helped me get out. Something suddenly appeared in your place? You'd locked the door, right? Yes. I'm always careful to check the door, so I'm sure. How could it get in? I'm so scared. Do you remember what that thing looked like? I don't know. We rushed out of the room, but I've also felt like I was being watched for a while now. What? This is an old apartment, so something may be up. Azami, can I count on you to find out? Yes, I'll try. Okay. Hello, I'm Azami Fukurai, Mio's friend. We're here from the Urban Myth Dissolution Center to investigate the case. Thank you for having us. You're her friend? Didn't know. Mio said she'd found a detective agency for anomalies. But I had doubts you existed until you showed up. But anyway, the police aren't doing much, so I guess we'll cooperate. Please help Mio, she needs it. Is it okay if I call you Eiko-san? Of course, Mio calls me Eiko-san too. Talk to me casually, like friends. Oh, thank you. Could you tell me your age and profession? You sound like the police. Eiko Shimizu, 29. I work as a sort of job hunting consultant, bridging students and companies. Also, temp staff coordination, leveraging all those connections. You're an entrepreneur? I guess. You're at Gami U, too? Gami U? Yes, I'm a third-year information science major at Inugami University. We're schoolmates. How lovely to hear. I think we'll have plenty to talk about. Yes. Can I ask you about your relationship with Mio? Mio's an Oki-sensei's human sociology seminar, right? I studied under Oki-sensei too, in the same seminar. I'm working as a job hunting consultant, so Oki-sensei introduced me to Mio. I've been helping her, and we grew closer as friends. I see, that's why you knew each other. I'm happy to meet someone from my alma mater. Feel free to call me if you ever need a helping hand. About this incident, please tell me what it was that you saw. Last night, I was talking with Mio and lost track of the time. She agreed to let me stay over, so we set up cushions on the rug. You were going to sleep on the floor? Yes, it's Mio's home, so I wasn't going to steal her bed, was I? The moment we turned off the lights to sleep, I felt a presence in the room that wasn't us. The moment you turned the lights off? Were they hiding until then? I think Mio was still unaware at that point. Mio and I tried to leave the room without turning the lights back on. We made it out the door somehow. I told Mio to run to the police as there was someone in the room. Could you tell me in detail about what you saw in this room? In detail? Let me see. The time was just before midnight or so. I was so scared I didn't get a good look, but it didn't look human. When I was closing the door, this shadow loomed up, as if from the floor. If we were a moment too late, I can't imagine where I'd be. A shadow that didn't look human. That shadow must be the anomaly then. But where did it appear from? That's still unclear. I should note this down too. This photo of the shadowy monster looks like a man somewhat. Terrifying, isn't it? Did you turn around and take this as you ran away? I was way too scared for that. Mio ran for the cops, and I opened the door just a bit and quickly took a pic. But once I did, the guy disappeared. Disappeared? Just like that? More or less. He was gone before I knew it. I see. Duly noted. Thank you for your help. Okay, so what have we got here? We can see the billboards on the buildings across the street. 4th floor here. Tons of books and trinkets on the shelves. Online shopping boxes piled up on top. Boxes of clothing and luggage, not much space. Maybe room for one person. A regular, everyday, mundane door. Lock and chain fully functional. This is the unit bathroom. Okay, so we are just basically talking about what's happening. Let's see. I should write about Eiko-san in my journal. Eiko Shimizu works as a job hunting consultant. She took the same uni seminar that Mio's in, which means she's... Yep, that's it. It's my first time meeting her, but since she went to the same uni, I feel like we'll get along. down too in my journal. Mio Sato, resident of the room where the incident occurred. Mio is Yes, my friend from the same uni. A pretty university student originally from a small town. We became friends when Mio lost her student card, and I, without realizing it back then, found it for her with my clairvoyance. Mio is very tidy, and will be annoyed if you're messy and don't put stuff back where they're supposed to be. A graduate of Inugami University, the same school that Mio and I go to, and a hard-working big sis figure. Runs a job-hunting consultancy and temp staff business. When she stayed over at Mio's place and was about to sleep, Eiko-san noticed an unsettling presence. Okay, AI-generated woman. Ugh. You guys done anything creative lately? I've fallen into a bit of a slump and haven't been able to come up with much. Oh god. The dear mascot is an AI bro. So yeah, basically talking about like the same AI generated person that appears. Uncle Tiny. I was walking around K City near a station one day. Okay, a little old man stuck to the payphone. Okay. Alright, put the glasses on. Yikes! What is this? They look like legs? Ew! Can't seem to actually touch it. It feels so weird. What exactly is this shadow? I should think about it once we have more clues. I should note this too. Ugh. A ghost! But according to the director, my power is clairvoyance, and I'm seeing what happened in the past. So this isn't a ghost. Not a ghost. How could it not be a ghost? But if I'm seeing something, then something was here. Whoa. It's terrible. I feel like the shadows were watching me. Need to take a closer look. The shadow looks human. It's wearing something. Hoodie? Okay, so we got a bunch of clues so far. I'm seeing something that looks like a haunted spirit. What are those shadows that show up with these glasses? Don't see them? No way I'd know. It's scary because their forms are fuzzy. I can see them, but not touch them. Aren't most monsters and urban myths kinda that way? A bit clearer than ghosts, with ridiculous goals or messages. What are these things I'm seeing? Hey, don't ask me. You figure it out. Jasmine, how do you usually go about investigating on site? Usually, ask those who encountered anomalies about what they saw and things like that. Enough leads, and you start to see the rough shape of the urban myth. The shape of the urban myth? Who saw what, when, and how, and all that. You start to get what the urban myth is about. And then, you suddenly get a call from the boss man. I guess it's because of a see-all vision or whatever, yeah? Wow. That vision watching everywhere I go. You okay, or what? Basically, you're on site, gather clues, and boss man knows. So your job here is to dig up info on the case. That's all there is to it. Okay. Jasmine, how long have you worked here? 6 months? Not even, actually. exactly does the Urban Myth Dissolution Center do? Dunno, really. We look into rumors. If it's paranormal related, we figure out what's up. Who would actually ask you to do this? National or local government? Also, universities and research organizations? This case here is probably the boss man just spotting a rumor and taking interest. Okay. I should write about Jasmine in my journal too. My coworker at the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. Her impression of me seems to be not quite disinterested, not quite. Let me rethink this. Yeah, I wonder if she hates me. Doesn't matter. I will keep trying. Let's think things over for a bit. What am I seeing with this clairvoyance power anyway? They look like ghosts, but aren't. So weird. I'm not really helping much, even if I can see things. It seems you may still need my support. I can offer the second part of my own urban myth theory, which we had to wait on earlier. Oh no, my memory of the director is going self-aware. First, let's take a moment and narrow down what you really need to consider. It feels weird being tutored by the mere memory of our director. Then again, maybe all that intelligence is rubbing off on me? I feel smarter somehow. I'm happy for you. I mentioned this back at the center. Your clairvoyance shows you the memories of each location, a view of the past. So I'm peeking at what someone was doing there before. If so, what about that foot-like shadow I saw by the entrance? Maybe this is a memory of... Maybe this is a memory of Eiko-san running away with Mio. If so, I can really see tiny glimpses of past events. The gaze that Mio felt, what Eiko saw, and what I saw through my clairvoyance. They don't seem to be lying. Combining everyone's accounts and my clairvoyance might tell us something. Let's think things over for a bit. A mysterious being that appeared very suddenly. If we only had one witness, they might simply have imagined things. But Mio also mentioned feeling watched. I have no idea what to think about or how. In that case, let me offer some guidance. My resident director boss is talking to me again. First, let's take a moment and narrow down what you really need to consider. Suppose this shadow actually exists and acts similarly to humans. If it acts like us, I'd want to know how the shadow showed up. Let's think about that for a bit. Maybe... Let's see. Maybe somewhere in the room that didn't actually appear. there's a route that leads in somewhere within the room. Yes, I should try to focus how it got inside the room. Man or monster? That should show us who or what they are. Okay, so now we gotta look for possible points of entry. Any secret passages? Of course not. But I can fit pretty easily, so a man could hide here too. Let's get a pic of this too, just in case. Okay, we already looked at that. If there was a normal intruder, would they easily be able to climb up so high? I should ask what the police told me. Hey, Kosan, can I ask you something? That thing you saw looked like a haunted spirit of sorts? Blurry and all, but also tangible? Wasn't it that kind of shadow? Huh? I'm sorry for this abrupt question. No, it's fine. I'm getting accused left and right of faking this to gain attention. I didn't think anyone would believe me. I thought so. That wasn't a trick of the light, or a lie. The thing you saw, it was definitely in this room. I'm impressed. I hope you can solve this case for us. Yes. Did the police say anything about the intruder entering through the window? I hated the way they treated me, and I stopped listening midway. I think they told Mio something. Understood. Mio, a few things? I've been thinking, to find out what that shadow was, we should first figure out how it managed to sneak in. It suddenly appeared, but any idea how it got in? I don't know. Something scary happened to me before, and since then, I've been extra careful to check the door. So how could this... It was really sudden, out of thin air even. Can I ask you what happened to you before? If it's okay to ask, that is. Around 2 years ago, I think someone was kind of stalking me. That was one of the reasons I moved here. Since then, everything was okay until yesterday. I'm really scared. Help me, Azami. This is purely for investigative purposes, but, you know, like, please tell me about any boyfriends, if I may ask. I don't have anyone I'd call a boyfriend. Not currently. No, BF, now. Noted. Sorry, thanks. Did the police say anything about the intruder entering through the window? I thought of the same thing and asked them, but they didn't find any evidence around the window or on the balcony. Also, we're on the 4th floor and the road in front is pretty busy. Some places are open until midnight, so they said it's unlikely. I see, makes sense. Window entry unlikely. Noted. Good luck with your investigation. I believe in you, Azami. Okay, so the window wasn't a point of entry, but the bed has enough space to hide underneath. Let's see. Just don't rely on me, got it? Okay, do we have any other questions to ask? Looks pretty standard. No space for anyone to hide here. I'm here, so might as well snap a shot. On close inspection, the toilet cover is raised. The seat is raised as well. I remember Mio being the type who's always conscious about this stuff. I should close it for now. Mio mentioned being careful about checking that her door's locked. Mio's really diligent, unlike me. I can't picture her forgetting to lock up. I should snap a pic here, too. I've talked to Mio and Eiko-san, and looked around the room. I think, so getting closer to narrowing down the urban myth, not like we could, about that time though. At this stage, the boss man tends to call. Someone's phone is ringing. See? Right on cue. Huh? What? Wait, it's mine? Pick up already. Yes! Hello, this is Asami. Director Meguriya here. Well done, Mrs. Ami. Director-san? Cut the formalities, eh? Director or whatever is fine. Yes! Director-san. Thanks to your efforts, the urban myth within this case is taking shape. This may be a good time to identify which one it is. Okay. So, how should we identify the urban myth? Countless urban myths exist in this world. I believe you've already referenced part of our center's archives. Identification is about finding the correct record for the urban myth that matches this case's specifics. Yet another one of my beginner questions, but do we even need to identify what it is? Urban myths tend to be grouped into several categories. A sizable number of them are known to stalk those who encounter them. So if this myth is one of them, Mio might still be in danger? Identification is a step towards adequate prognosis. Surely you agree? Oh, yes, I see what you mean. Without further ado, let the identification begin. Alright, let's see what we gotta do. Oh, nice. Thank you all for your patience. I believe you would all prefer a swift resolution. So I appreciate your kind cooperation with our identification process. Please convey to everyone what I just told you. Well, everyone, our director is here on the phone to guide us through the process. First of all, what exactly is identification? We compare various mysterious occurrences in the field to our center's records. This is to determine which urban myths match the specifics. So identifying helps us figure out what to do next. But you don't need to hear our investigation report first. Such is the power of my vision. I am already aware of your investigation results. The director is basically an anomaly himself. Let us begin by laying out what exactly happened here. This started around Mio and Eiko-san. They both encountered a suspicious intruder, correct? That's right. This intruder that they witnessed. The first key factor is whether they really existed. Though pictures were uploaded to social media, do you suspect they are fake pictures? That is not what this is about. People tend to think they saw things that don't exist, and get caught up in that possibility. We need to ascertain this anomaly's existence from objective facts, instead of relying solely upon their accounts. Excuse me. Objective facts? Ms. Azami, I understand you have already gathered the necessary clues. With your power of clairvoyance. Yes, I think. So, Ms. Azami, could you kindly recap the clues you found by investigating with clairvoyance? I saw a shadowy figure. I believe that's the entity that made Mio feel watched, and that Eiko-san saw. I don't know if it was a human or a anomaly, but I think something must have been present in that room. Great. Through testimonies and clues from your clairvoyance, you were able to narrow down the rumor. we were able to confirm that some entity was, indeed, here. Let us focus on what exactly that shadowy figure might have been. Mrs. Ami, I believe you found some form of evidence that said the shadowy figure was present in Mio-san's room. Was there anything that caught your eye? You mean, other than the shadow I saw with clairvoyance? Yes. There was a clue that you came across while investigating. The toilet seat. If you were watching with your vision, you could just tell me. I might not always be around so conveniently, and this is your training day. So let me ask you, Mrs. Ami, where was there evidence of the shadowy figure who supposedly appeared in Mio-san's room? The unit bathroom felt kind of strange. Ah, splendid. What did you feel was strange about the bathroom? Let me guess. The toilet seat being upright? Mio's the type who closes the lid, too. There's no way she'd leave the seat up. Excellent. What matters here is not the toilet seat itself, but the gender constraints it indicates. All the more as the resident had been consistent about handling the lid. Which means the third presence in the room would have been male. A man. What in the what? What did an open toilet lid tell you? A mysterious entity was witnessed as a shadowy figure. It took actions that were clearly divergent from the residents. The seat substantiates this. The indication that the shadowy figure was likely male. Huh? So this anomaly chose to relieve itself? You shouldn't assume what an anomaly would or wouldn't do. Some anomalies cause unscientific phenomena, while others act just like humans. Wonderful. This urban myth's traits are seeping out into the light. Director-san, are you enjoying this? Mrs. Ami, your next choice will be vital. Huh? Sure. A shadowy figure of male gender appears in your home. When exactly? And from where? I remember Mio saying it appeared out of nowhere. Anomalies are tied to specific locations. There always is something about where they appear. So, Mrs. Ami. Yes! Do you recall who first witnessed the anomaly? It was Eiko, right? It was Eiko-san. She saw it when they were getting ready to sleep. Yes, indeed. Mio-san's room only had one bed. So Eiko-san improvised a bed on the floor and was about to lie down. So, Mrs. Ami, do you know where Eiko-san saw the male intruder? Under the bed. Under the bed, I'd guess. Eiko-san would have been trying to sleep just in front of the bed. Brilliant. Exactly. Eiko-san noticed the man hiding under the bed. The urban myth that matches the circumstances would be identification. The man under the bed! The man under the bed? Hey, I know that one. The one with a machete or axe. Hides under your bed with his weapon of choice. Really? Yes, it's a popular urban myth. Possibly originating in the United States. Yes, I think he was holding something. An axe? Might have been. Director-san, what should we do? What could I do? Need to think of something.
Yes, about that. This urban myth is difficult to guard against.
Huh?
Other sightings vary, an initial and only encounter. Or another case, where it jumped around from victim to victim. The unpredictability of its next action is what makes this anomaly so compelling.
Compelling? Mio is in trouble here right now. Tell me what to do already.
As I said, this one cannot be countered. So you can head back to the center for now. There's something else we'd like you to work on.
Well, what if it shows up today as well?
You seem to misunderstand, Mrs. Zombie. The Urban Myth Dissolution Center is an investigational organization focusing on urban myths. We are neither makeshift police nor bodyguards. That is beyond our scope.
That's a terrible thing to say. I just wanted to protect Mio.
Oh, it's okay, Azami. You don't have to force yourself. We understand your boundaries, so you might want to call it a day.
But Eiko-san... Azami... I don't know what to do. Mio...
Don't worry, my place is just one station from here. I can show up real quick if anything happens. I'll watch over Mio.
Mio, listen.
Yes?
I'd like you to have this, at least, as a lucky charm. It's a letter. It might help you feel more at ease when you're in trouble or worried. Thank you, Azami. I'll read this later.
Well, we should call it a day. Please rest well, Mio.
I've rechecked the locks. Should be good. Why is this even happening? Azami, help me.
Scared me. Just a call.
Who is it? Oh, hello, Eiko-san. Yes. Thank you for your help these last few days. I'm glad I wasn't alone. Oh, no. I know you're busy with work, so please. Yes, all locked. Balcony and entrance. The chain's in as well. Yes, bedtime for me. You too. Not again.
Next day.
Jasmine, this doesn't look good. Looks like the anomaly struck again.
Seriously? Mio call you or what?
No, I can't seem to reach Mio. But I heard from Eiko-san earlier this morning. She told me Mio had a really rough time again. She'll tell me what happened when I get there, I think.
What? Wait. Is this no mess that bad?
Even worse. Eiko-san and Mio are being flamed on social media again. Mio is really upset about it.
Not sure I get what's going on, but we should probably take a scroll, yeah? Urban myths come out of rumors, remember? Might just affect what that dude under the bed does, too. Start by checking social media like before.
Yes. I'll try looking around.
Got a message from the boss man. So, we should start from Eiko-san's account. Nice. Already on it? First thing, let's check what happened to Mio and Eiko. And also why they're being flamed again. That's it. Go for it.
Understood.
Okay, so there we go. Snooping around for personal information? Blowing up again. These two get more attention than the case itself. We should check how far these guys are digging.
Also, why this photo?
I don't get it either. Old photo, maybe? Weird that they post this with all the heat. 5S? Yeah, that's right. She was well known while using this handle. So Eiko-san used to be known as Akko 5S? I should note that down. I think I'm going to look into Eiko 5S. Eiko's former account? Yeah, might turn up something. Go for it. From some old article? Man, they're quick. Is it true she wanted to stir up controversy? Depends on the stunt. Eiko 5S had both solo videos and collabs with other streamers. Some of those were really asking for it. As a college group, they had a real kids will be kids kind of vibe. Used to post vids on BooTube. Super active. Which led into her current work? Yeah, kind of faded out from posting vids. I lose interest when they do that, but some will follow their stance wherever they go. Eiko-san was even on TV. Wow. Oh yeah, she was a commentator on some info variety show. Girl boss energy. Eiko-san is really nice to talk to. Must be really smart. And really thick-skinned, too. From what I remember, claimed some brand stole the idea from a product planning vid they did, got flamed. Oh, they got flamed. Yeah, whatever. Next. Letters aren't floating up here. Maybe it's not that important. Okay. Letters come to life. Nope, not happening. No search keywords in here. She's been doxxed, so less to hide. Does this mean she's safe at least? I hope Mio is okay. Yeah, right. If they learned a girl is living alone? Scary. What? Deep breaths. She's that Eiko then? Pretty famous. What a comment, though. How do you stay safe when the dude just shows up everywhere? Just make sure you always lock the door. This person doesn't know her either. Mid-level famous. There's so much attention on Eiko-san herself. Your glasses catch anything? Mio is attracting attention too, it seems. Is this someone she knows? Or it could be someone who knows her from her Eiko 5S days. No, her full name. Yeah, that's pretty messed up. Mio Sato is Mio's full name. Someone posted this to social media. I'm worried that this might lead to some weird rumors. Yeah, try looking into that too. Why all the sub-posting? But maybe we'll see where the rumor came from. Maybe so. Need to find something to put out the flames. right? Eiko-san should be used to handling this stuff. Mio, on the other hand... How's it supposed to feel? All the time in the world, all the wrong reasons. Looks like this Mio's full name is concerned for Miyosato. The info from here, uni, and other socials match up. I wonder if this is from a uni classmate. Why post Mio's personal details? Humans. Some just rush ahead without a thought for consequences. And it's not like they have some good reason. They do it for the sense of fulfillment. Found Mio's alt account. Jasmine, what's an alt account? An alt account, the other one. For anonymously posting stuff they want to keep secret. Mio had one? This post is going places. Bloom 30. If this is really Mio's account, we should look into it. It might tell us where the rumors around her came from. I guess we should, huh? At least to catch up on what's being said. Yes. Thing is, her name isn't that unique, so search hits may be too wide. Look for more keywords that might lead to Mio herself. I'll try. Ooh, sugar dating. Whoa. Flammable, handle with care. Zami, Mio's your friend, right? Any word from her? No. I need to see her so we can talk directly. If this is where the rumor started, I hate to do this to Mio, but we should search the word sugar dating too. Okay, go for it then. Mio. Well, some old figures make how-to manuals and such, so that paves the path. That reminds me, Mio mentioned being stalked before. Oh, yeah, that's one possibility. Lucky Mommy-chan. I thought sugar dating was mostly an individual choice, but some people play dispatch. They say anything can be turned into a business, but this doesn't do on investigating urban myths. Moving on. Seconded. And how is that relevant? Totally not. Looks like we've tracked down the rumor's source. You shouldn't just believe all of what's written here. And this might be related to why the anomaly appeared in the first place. Yes. I wish I could put a stop to all this. Zami, what you doing? I posted myself, from my own account. I had to put it out there. Please don't insult Mio without knowing anything. Give it a rest. Huh? Isn't that just fuel for the fire? I can't just sit and watch. While Mio is feeling so much pain? Guess you're the type who only learns from experience. That finite spirit you got there is fine and all, but you really should think before you act. Wow. Up to you though. Sammy does what Sammy will. You can wrap up searching the socials. Time to prep for on-site. Understood. Here we go. Yes! I'll ask Mio as much as I can about the stalker and her past. If you go all out like that, it'll be way too overwhelming. There are other directions you can look into. Think before you pry. But if you're fine with possibly losing a friend, be my guest. I see. Jasmine. I'll be careful. Urban myths that need to be removed. What is the best solvent? The light of truth.
Mio, are you alright?
Asami, yes. I'm not hurt or anything. But I was so scared. I'm glad you're safe at least. I kept thinking, if only you'd been there with me yesterday. Asami, I really don't know what to do. I know, I'm sorry. Talk to me when you feel up to it. No pressure, okay?
Is the light of truth a polar or non-polar solvent? That's kind of outside of my pay grade there.
I'm all geared up to help Mio. But what exactly should I look into?
Hey, don't ask me. But some stuff you could check out. This anomaly, dude under the bed, is showing up at Mio's like a bad habit. So maybe the anomaly was born from some connection to Mio herself. Affection, jealousy, malice. Many urban myths are born from people's emotions. Might want to poke around that angle. Anyhow, it's up to you.
Connections between the anomaly and Mio. Duly noted. Okay, thank you, Jasmine. I'm on it. A sturdy, reliable door chain. Pretty unlikely it's been tampered with. If he hid somewhere, it'd be here. Don't see anything strange. Yes, definitely room for one person. I don't see any secret openings or anything. According to the urban myth, he crawls out from under here. I see something. Wait, no. A creepy doll. I don't recall Mio being into this kind of stuff. I should check with her. Bags, accessories, manga, and books fill the shelves. Nothing really unusual. Mio really is a tidy one. Even her shelves are well organized. Securely locked. Don't see any traces of entry. Nowhere to hide on the balcony either. Sorry for not filling you in. Mio isn't hurt, but seems quite upset. So please, avoid asking her about sensitive matters. If it helps, I can tell you about what Mio told me. Eiko-san, may I ask about the details you didn't mention when you called earlier? What happened to Mio last night after we left? I came to check on Mio this morning and found her passed out. I immediately took care of her, but she's still been in distress ever since. So I listened to her story and then got in touch with you.
Starting to get the hang of it?
Yes, I think so, gradually. Jasmine, what could we possibly do for Mio? About that anomaly and also with social media blowing up?
It is tough to watch, I get it, but our job is to figure out the anomaly itself. We can track down the rumor's source on social media, but we can't do anything about it. Working with us means you need to get the urban myth investigation part down, first and foremost. This is on, I believe it's been released for a couple different platforms, but right now I am playing it on my Switch too.
But yes, you're right. Are you doing okay, Mio? Asami, could you stay with me? I'll answer anything. I'll do what I can. Yes, I'll be right here. It'll be okay. Don't push yourself too much. I saw Eiko-san's post. You were attacked again. Though I didn't really want her to post about it. Eiko-san convinced me that at times like these, it's better to speak up. And I felt she was right. Mio, you weren't hurt, were you? Was anything stolen? I'm okay, thanks. I wasn't hurt? worried and called me from her place. I checked the locks as I was talking on the phone, then hung up. When I turned around, the man was there? Yes, he was, in my room, even though I definitely locked the door. What was that, Asami? Are you okay? Sorry, thinking about it is really terrifying. Hey, take it easy on yourself, okay? I'm okay. You're here to help after all. I'll do what I can. I think he was holding an axe or something and slowly came closer. I think I passed out then. Next thing I remember, it was morning. Asami, I'm really scared. What should I even do? Please. Mio, you'll be alright. I'll figure this out. Take a deep breath. Okay. Mio is really scared. We need to find a way to keep this anomaly from showing up again. Any idea who the man under the bed might be? I don't think so. There's something I'd like you to look at. Is this yours? Huh? No, it's the first time I've seen it. Where did you find it? Under the bed? Goodness, that's so... What exactly is going on, Azami? Maybe it means something? I really don't know, sorry. It's kinda disturbing. I'll hold on to this for now. Oh, but it's just a normal sack boy. I should recap on what we've gathered. He keeps appearing, this man under the bed. The man under the bed appeared at this person's home. Yes, the man appeared in front of Mio. This anomaly showing up in Mio's room. What's going on? Hides under beds and kills anyone in the room with him under certain circumstances. Usually armed with some kind of weapon, possibly an axe or machete. If you sense his presence, immediately leaving the room may save your life, apparently. Mio mentioned checking the locks as she talked on the phone, so it's unlikely that she forgot to lock anything. Okay, let's put on our glasses. Is this Shadow the man who attacked Mio yesterday? Probably. What is he doing? I know it's not a ghost, but I'm just as scared. I hate those haunted houses where you need to walk through yourself. I need to gather clues on this man. But it just looks like he's searching the shelves. Sneaking in, going through the shelves for Mio's belongings. Is he interested in Mio herself? Interested? Gross! Yes, this shadow definitely looks like it appeared from under the bed. But how does something appear from under your bed? You can't even lock them out. How can we prevent this man from showing up? This man-like shadow might be the intruder who scared Mio last night. I should take a closer look at the man's shadow. Speaking of which, it doesn't really look like he's threatening her. Is he just watching? But why? Creepy. Is this a body? Oh wait, I'm looking into the past, so... Is this Mio then? Was she lying here? Is it really Mio? The features are all blurry. It looks like a girl, but I should make sure. there's this... I'm so confused. What is the man under the bed known for? The man under the bed from the urban myth. He is said to carry an axe or machete and to kill residents of the room, correct? That's right, he's famous for something like that. But Mio hasn't been physically harmed. In that case, what were the intruder's actual intentions? Maybe he wants to secretly... threaten you and scare you. Maybe he wants to secretly threaten you and scare you? Doesn't feel quite right. Mio wasn't attacked and nothing was stolen. Yet the man keeps appearing. What could this mean? There we go. Maybe he wants to suddenly appear in front of you and scare you. From the shadow's movement, that's how it looks to me. Does this mean he actually just has an interest towards Mio? That would mean this anomaly isn't really the man under the bed. Then again, he's showing up from under the bed in a locked room. Ugh, makes no sense whatsoever. Are we doing this right? Let's think it through. I want to help Mio somehow, but the intruder appears from under the bed, however carefully she locks up. What am I supposed to do? How about blocking the space under the bed with furniture? How about blocking the space under the bed with furniture? If it's showing up from under the bed, we could just fill the space, couldn't we? Mio, a few things. By the way, the place where you passed out, is it where I'm standing now? Yes, on a call with Eiko-san, and checking the window and door locks one by one. But how did you know? Huh? How did I... just a hunch? A bunch of hunches? Is this about the weird things you see that you mentioned before? Yeah, more or less. Eiko-san? Eiko-san, do you have any idea what the monster that attacked Mio is? The anomaly? A girl as cute as Mio might have caught some creep's eye somewhere, of course. Maybe her ex-boyfriend? She mentioned moving here because her ex started stalking her. Her ex stalked her? But you mentioned it was a monster that showed up, correct? Then maybe not. Well, urban myths can come from obsession, it seems. Thank you for letting us know. Okay, let's fill this space up. And done! Alright, yep, this should work. Now the man under the bed has no way to get in or out. We're safe. I hope. Hey, Mio, I kinda heard about your ex-boyfriend from Eiko-san. Okay. Not exactly a secret, but I didn't think it was related. Seems like these anomalies are sometimes born from such people's emotions, so I just want to check. Would you mind telling me a bit more? Okay. I can share it with you then. It was 2 years ago, I think. We were only dating for a month or so. Don't know if that even qualifies as an ex. He was a control freak. He was the guy who stalked me, like I mentioned yesterday. Could you tell me a bit more about him? Around age 30, medium height and build. Said he worked at a famous company and cared a lot about his reputation. Had a lot to say about my daily habits. Certain foods are bad for my health and so on. He was a clean freak and uptight. Kept insisting I do what he said, so I got scared. I see, that's why he broke up after a month or so. Yeah, but he kept texting me, saying he was nearby and asking to meet. Around that time, I heard this place was available, so I moved here as fast as I could. Makes sense. Gotcha, thanks. X turned stalker. Did the anomaly arise from this person's obsession? Sammy, I'll be heading out. Huh? Oh, it's already dark. I think I should stay with Mio tonight. Yeah? Bossman told you to come back. Gonna pass on that? I just got a text wall about the center's purpose and your dad and blah blah. Yeah, I know already. Duty calls. I'll stay here tonight. I need to go grab fresh clothes, but should be back in no time. Huh? Really? Thank you so much. You should head back and rest. More people being here won't necessarily solve anything. Makes sense if Eiko-san is staying. Okay then, if you say so. Masami? Are you leaving? Mio? But Eiko-san will stay with you. Also, we took preventative measures against the man under the bed. He shouldn't be showing up from there anymore. I think. Really? Thank you so much, Izami. Sure thing. I hope you get some good rest tonight. You're really my best friend, you know? I'm so glad I listened to your advice. It's nothing. There's no way. I'm thinking too much. Azami told me he's no longer coming out from under the bed. And Eiko-san is almost here. Maybe I should go meet her. I'm more scared here, alone in my room. Please, hurry, hurry! What is this? No, no! Next day. Jasmine? Yeah, what? Eiko-san called me this morning. Mio was attacked again, this time in the apartment hallway. What? No way! It's my fault. Mio wanted me to stay with her. Not much you could have done, Zemi. Like the boss man said, we aren't exactly bodyguards. I understand that, but... Anyway, I just heard from them again. And Mio is at Eiko-san's place now. Makes sense. You know Eiko's address? Yes, she sent it to me. Gotcha. Heading to Eiko's then. We should check out Mio's place as well, but if she's out, it'd be locked. Thank you for all your help, Jasmine. Alright, so, yeesh. We're now at Eiko's place. Eiko-san, is Mio safe? Yes, thankfully. She's in the back. No physical harm, at least. I'm glad to hear that. Then the anomaly didn't do anything this time either. About that. You need to see this.
What? Is this Mio's room?
Yes. And there's more. This photo has somehow been posted on social media.
Oh no. Who would do such a thing?
Maybe they edited one she posted before. I can't see how else. Mio says she ran back into her room and immediately locked the door.
Then how could anyone take this pic?
Yes, exactly. How is it even possible?
I don't know either. I should go talk to Mio first.
You do that. She's really upset. Wasn't able to tell me much. But she might be more comfortable talking to you.
I'm on it.
Okay, so Mio's safe at least, yeah? What could I have done for her? And what to do now? Hey, regrets aren't going to help much at this point. We're the Urban Myth Dissolution Center, and we investigate anomalies. Use your time on working out the anomaly and handling her problem. You're right, will do. You know, I hate to say this, but those sugar dating rumors on socialists, they're likely related in some way. I think it's time to ask about that. Be careful about how you put it, though. Anyhow, that's up to you, as usual. Yes. First, let's go talk to Mio. And then, ask about those rumors. A painting. I can tell it's an expensive piece. Don't worry about Mio. Iko-san, Mio told you about her room, right? How could such a thing happen just as I was out getting my clothes? Her room was drenched in red. That apartment is really no good for her. No good for her? What do you mean? That place is mostly for students. Many of our uni students live there, so I'm familiar with it. It's close to the station, with lots of storage. The catch being that security really isn't up to par. So I'm thinking, Mio should be living in a much better quality apartment. Maybe even this very apartment. I think maybe you should refrain from actively posting anything for now. In my book, having a voice is the best offense and defense. That's how I've won my battles. That reminds me, who was it that posted the room photo anyway? I wonder who posted the photo of Mio's room, and why? Not just the poster, but the reposters too. They're all the same. The slightest hint of blood in the water, and zing! They rush over to feast like the desperate piranhas they are. Reactions like that will probably never change. How is Mio doing? She's barely eaten anything since coming here. Hasn't touched her phone at all with her socials blowing up like that. She isn't talking to me much either, so she must really be at her breaking point. We need to keep a close eye on her. Why do you take such good care of Mio? They're all judging Mio for her sugar dating past, but my own part-time jobs weren't always all that clean. As a single woman who works, goes to school, job hunts, and attempts to have a life, it's that much harder. Mio reminds me so much of my younger self. I really want to help her. That's really kind of you, Eiko-san. I'm sure Mio can make as much money as she wants. So I'm hoping we can get her to move into this apartment. Wouldn't the rent here be way beyond her budget? I can lend her money and connect her with lucrative workplaces. You'll help her convince her too, won't you? Youth is a virtue in itself, and virtue helps you earn. As long as you know your value and where to monetize it, it's easy to earn. You too. How about you ditch that tasteless part-time gig and come work with me? You'll be living like this in no time. I'll think about it. About the rumors around Mio that are trending right now? The internet is such a cesspool, isn't it? Digging up this and that on a woman being stalked by an intruder. I've been through plenty of that myself, so it no longer bothers me. While regular girls will be scarred from life, they'll lose faith in society. You've been through a ton. You're internet famous, aren't you? I'm sorry, I didn't know. Oh, that was a long time ago. They used to call me a rising star influencer in my uni days. But now that I've founded a company, I'm way past that silly phase. Okay, so looking at this now and seeing all of this information and everything, man, I have a feeling that Eiko is basically trying to get Mio under her thumb and get her back into sugar dating, but worse. These piles on the desk might be paperwork for Eiko-san's company. Job hunting consultation, promotion support, events, dispatches, the works. Looks like purchase orders and contracts for their clients. Not finding any leads on who the man might be, of course. Maybe I should just ask Eiko-san if she knows anyone suspicious. Any idea who the intruder might be? I get the feeling that he isn't trying to directly hurt Mio, though he definitely is obsessed with her. The person you're thinking of, could they be Mio's ex-boyfriend turned stalker? Wow, how did you know? Oh, it's just a hunch. I mean, that's just me speculating, though. I do feel like there are enough signs to suspect that piece of work. A queen-sized bed. Anything under it? Nothing at all. I thought beds offered storage spaces as well. What kind of lifestyle doesn't need them? This high up, intruding must be high stakes. That's one way of living safely. Mio could live here. Mio, are you okay? Asami, why is this happening? I didn't do anything. Why me? Why me? It's okay. I'm here now. You'll be all right. Mio, please tell me what you can. What happened back in your room? I was too anxious to stay there alone. Eiko-san was already on her way back, too. So I headed out. But then? A creepy guy was standing in the hallway. Huh? I was so scared I ran back inside. Wait, so your room got covered in red while... Hey, Asami? Huh? Didn't you say the man under the bed wouldn't be showing up anymore? I went out on my own because I believed what you said. I thought it would work. I'm sorry. Mio, I'm sorry for what you're going through. I'll do my best to help you in whatever way I can. Tell me in detail, please. The man you saw in the hallway, he entered your room even though you'd locked up with a key? Yes. I hadn't even been away for 5 minutes. That's impossible. How could he pull something like that off? You ran back into your room, and it was all red. Wait, the man couldn't have snuck into your room before you, right? Was he there when you got back in? He was in the hallway. I entered my room and locked the door. The room was already a mess somehow. He just popped up out of the floor. Mio? About the photo of your room Was anything else wrong there? I haven't really looked. Didn't have time. From those photos posted online, the main thing was the red stains, right? I think so. We'll probably be investigating your room, so if you noticed anything... I often trip on things, so I try to keep things tidy and not leave anything on the floor. If anything's fallen, the mess might be his doing. Right, your room is always so neat. My own room is such a mess. If you need to check my room, here, take my keys. Alright, thank you very much, Capsule J. You have a good night and you have a good weekend. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. Mio, what do you plan to do? I think that room really isn't safe for you. Yes, I agree. So, I've decided to stay at Eiko-san's for a while. She says she'll stay by my side at all times, and I shouldn't worry. Maybe I'll be safer if I do what she says. Yeah, I see. It might be difficult to talk about it, but can I ask you about the rumors online? Asami, does that have anything to do with all this? I'm sorry, I don't know yet. Do you prefer we don't ask? It's okay, I can tell you. It's true that I did sugar dating, like they're saying. Mio, living alone, going to school and working on the side was overwhelming. Then a friend suggested I try it, that everyone was doing it, and that it's normal, so I started too. You get it, right? 5 hours of work after classes, or just 2 hours with some middle-aged guy. And you earn the same as a week's worth of part-time pay. But I didn't think they'd dig all that up, and then... And did anything else happen? My parents just found out what's been going around the internet. I'm from a small farming town. Rumors spread so fast in the countryside. I was thinking of going home after graduation. No, I don't think I can. Mio. I've talked to both of them for now. Maybe we should be heading to Mio's room? But I'm worried about Mio. Should I stay with her? Then again... For now, she should be fine if she stays here with Eiko-san. And she is saying so herself. Yeah, that's right. If they'll be together all the time, she won't have to worry. Exactly. I'll get the car. Let's get on with it. Oof. Yeah, looks pretty bloody. You know, why is it that the man under the bed shows up in an apartment hallway? Did you think of something? Yeah, lots. Dude's only been popping up from under the bed so far, right? Makes sense, under the bed and all that. Why is he strutting down hallways? About that. I kind of blocked up the space under the bed. So maybe that might have changed something. Blocked up the space? What's the big idea here? I'm sorry, I thought that might stop the man from showing up. Mio was so stressed out. Listen, I know why you feel that way, but random fixes by amateurs may end up too risky. Though we don't know for sure if blocking that space made all this happen. You're absolutely right. I'm sorry. Hey, I'm not saying it's your fault. Just a heads up for next time. Ask me when you're unsure, okay? That's never a burden. Understood. Thank you, Jasmine. I'll be sure to put the bed back to how it was before. First thing, let's check the red-soaked room. Also, if the man under the bed was here, he should have left a shadow. I should check on the shadow with clairvoyance. Ugh, it's red all over. The smell is making me sick. There's no way Mio could keep living here. Books tossed around. blood, but it seems dry already, not coming off. The books are super muddy, or maybe not. Besides facing the floor unstained. Where was this book originally? These are covered with blood. Wait, something's inside? A blood-soaked bookmark? Oh, it's a small note, not a bookmark. 9 p.m. Leave near door. Can't read much. Delivery memo, perhaps? The shelves are splattered with blood, too. Ugh, red all over the shelves. Maybe I should take a look with the glasses on? The shelves are a total mess. I know Mio usually keeps things tidy. Also, some of the shelves are empty. Could be something here. Let's think things over for a bit. Something is off about the books all over the floor. It's weird that they'd want to mess up just the books. Why aren't any ideas coming to me right now? Try thinking step by step. The splattered blood and scattered books. Picturing both together will confuse you. True. Mio wouldn't leave books strewn around, correct? Not Mio. Her room is always tidy and clean. What would happen if blood were to be splattered in such a room? If the blood was splashed on shelves full of books and knickknacks, this means those books all over the floor. Maybe they were placed there after the room was splattered red on purpose? I'm not so sure. Mio would never leave things lying around like this. And the undersides of the books weren't stained with blood. Which means... maybe they fell from the shelves before the room was splattered red for some reason? I'm not so sure. They fell from the shelves. There we go. Maybe they fell from the shelves for some reason before the room was splattered red. Yeah, maybe must be it. The man under the bed might have bumped into the shelves before splashing blood everywhere. Maybe he threw the books all over the room first, then followed up with the blood. But why would he do that? Okay, let's take a look with the glasses on. Yikes! Is that a bug or something? What the heck? No way, no bugs. Thanks, bye. Arms and legs galore. Why is he stuck to the shelves? Looking closer, it has a human-like face. What is it? Are those hands? Looks weird. Moves weird, rather, for someone searching for books. It's doing something. Tossing something around? I'm probably seeing him in the act of splattering the room red. But why do such a thing? An eyeball monster? A closer look seems to have a body too. It's staring at something and blinking furiously. Creepy. but it's watching. I need to stand in its shoes. Should be okay. There's no way to touch it. Let's see. I can scan the whole room from here. Kitchen nearby, bed and balcony at the back. This looks familiar somehow. Oh, from the vantage point of the photo. This is wild. Red all over the walls and floor. It smells horrible in here. Boss Man would be into it, though. Assuming it's the man under the bed myth, this stuff is blood. Ugh, so it really is blood. Why would he want to throw this blood all around the room? You know, there was that pic posted online. Yes, this one. Maybe he did all this just for the post. Wait, what? Why would anyone do that? Let's think things over for a bit. What was that shadow I saw through the glasses at the door? Does this mean a one-eyed monster was there? Mrs. Zombie, what exactly was your power about? Clairvoyance shows me the past, the memory of each location. Precisely. It seems that the less you know about what you see, the more abstract they appear, possibly even as monstrosities. Avoid over-focusing on the shadow's shapes and forms. Try to deduce what they were doing from the clues you found. I see. Thank you for the advice. And there I go, thanking my imaginary resident director boss. The shadow I saw by the door through the glasses. What exactly is this shadow doing? Maybe the traces show him taking a picture after the room was splattered. Could be. The layout seems similar to that photo posted online. I should try looking at the room from the same spot. Any signs that the lock's been tampered with? Nope. Nope. Yeah, it's the same as the posted photo. This eyeball monster is probably a clairvoyance view of the man taking that photo. Did he want to see or be seen? If he took the photo, what for? Getting anywhere? I've spent a lot of time examining things, but can't seem to find anything directly related to the man's identity or motive. Right. When the search boils down to this point, someone takes their cue. Their cue? Ah! And there it is. Supervision, hypervision, go on, pick up. Right away! Hello? Megaria speaking. Director-san! Cut the fluff, Sammy. Director-san. I felt it might be a good time to give you a call. Ready to report. This case has been identified as a sighting of the man under the bed. The man appeared in Mio's room, which had been carefully locked up, and seemingly attacked Mio, but then splattered the room red, too. So, it seems like the man doesn't intend to directly harm this Mio. Strangely passive for a man under the bed. He's not attacking with the axe. Plenty of opportunities to. Hey, Director! Oops. My apologies. Of course, the man makes his own decisions. Who am I to comment on his preferences? That's not really... Also compelling is the unexplained phenomenon he caused in a locked room with no trace of how he broke in. A wraith or human being? No, it likely has a tangible form, so not a wraith or ectoplasm. splattering the room in red. Does the man under the bed typically work like that? This urban myth has several variations. One of them has the protagonist leaving a friend's place, but heading back to pick up something, and finding that friend's room all dark. They pick up their belongings without turning on the lights, so they won't know their sleeping friend, and leave again. When they visit the room the next day, the room is covered in blood, with a message reading, "Lucky you left the lights off." A room covered in blood? Exactly like Mio's room. Another urban myth exists called the Red Room Curse, but it doesn't quite match this case. By the way, wasn't there something in Mio-san's red-soaked room that caught your eye? Oh yes, the books from the shelves were scattered around. It seems that they fell from the shelves before the red mess happened. I see, and so do you, it seems. If the man is still after Mio-san, he will almost certainly manifest again. Not again? Isn't there anything I can do? Your enthusiasm is most charming. In that case, could you kindly inspect this room again tonight? Say what? Okay, it is now night. Director's son? Do I really need to stay here in Mio's room alone in pitch darkness? Anything could jump out. I can't do this. Leaving now. No, you must stay. Jasmine is currently at Eiko-san's place, so we have little choice here. Then I should meet up with her first. I can't do this alone. I see. I was hoping everything might go back to normal for Mio very soon. Mio, yes, you're right. She needs our help right now. More importantly, Mrs. Ami, kindly examine the ceiling near the shelves. The ceiling near the shelves? It's way too dark. Need to keep a hand on the walls and furniture. I'd hate to fall and make noise. Huh? What's this? I think I found the light switch. Director, I'm turning on the lights. Absolutely not. What? Why not? The conditions for the man under the bed to manifest are uncertain. One of them is the lighting in the room. You mean he shows up if the lights are on? Time of day is also an important condition. You haven't turned the lights on, have you? I was just about to. I can't stand this. I'm too scared. We need to hurry. This is where I have to look, right? Hey, I feel something. A squarish frame? As I'd thought. You see, just there. The ceiling, it's creaking. Hide, Azami. Huh? Hide now. Is it gone? Director's son, what was that? Ah! Yes? Zami? Jasmine? There was this man in Mia's room. Eiko's room. It's all red. What? Covered in red. Just like Mio's room. Jasmine, thank you for picking me up. I just had a close call myself. But I'm worried about Mio. How are things over there? Well, those two are safe. I'll take us to Aiko's place, so you take over searching the socials. Know whose account to start with? Aiko-san's, right? I can't imagine her keeping silent after having her room splattered red. Hey, not bad. Let's get started. I'll keep an ear open, so just zip on through them. Gotcha, here goes. Need to check on Aiko-san, but I'm also worried about the heat on Mio's end. I should check on both. Oh no, this is bad. Aiko-san posted like we thought. I can't really see the room, but it's definitely all red. Does this mean Aiko's also a target now? On what grounds? To be fair, her past content did earn that kind of rep, but this one's the real thing. Well, if she did keep posting content like this, people would stop darting her. We've been on the site, and it still felt like Anomaly Overkill Week or whatever. Blue 30. The one they're saying is Mio's stealth account? Protect your girl, eh? Zami, seems they're on to you. You could check the glasses, or maybe that's not the best idea. Yikes, there's a really strong reaction to the words protect your girl. Huh, this is less about interest and more like... I wouldn't scroll through that, but go for it if you want. Dark spec? What's this about? More like minimal speculation, double serving of delusion. I should check. I'll take a look to be safe. Don't expect too much, but related posts might be worth a look. Go for it. Where's the girl who was all don't say bad things about Mio when you don't know her? She ran for the hills after just one post. Huh? What? Yeah, saw this coming. I wouldn't read the rest, Sammy. Huh? I wasn't just saying whatever. I need to set things straight. Stop right there. To be fair, I don't blame you for trying, but the where and how were really stupid ideas. Stupid ideas? We have our way of handling things, remember? You can post all you want, but that won't save Mio. I see, yeah. I think you're right, Jasmine. Makes no sense, eh, Zemi? You may want to calm them down. But people in the posts actually enjoy piling on to someone. But why? Any scapegoat will do. Mio's case is just the fuel that happened to show up here. It's just terrible. Just let it go. Perspectives are way too different. Why is this person laughing? Nothing to laugh about. We got our scapegoat, so don't ruin the fun, or some such. I just pointed out, they don't know what they're talking about. These reactions were predictable. That can't be possible. How could they? There's this deep-rooted stigma around what guilty people should be like. Oh no, why? No! Why would you say such a thing? No reason, really. None. Probably their response to voices that don't follow the flow. That wasn't my intent. I just don't want anyone to flame Mio anymore. If they'd only stop being so toxic. Yeah, I know how you feel. Dark Spec News speculates on intruder seen by Aiko and Mio. Huh, Dark Spec News. What do they say? The article itself is mostly just a recap, and blowing things out of proportion to scare readers. Buyer beware, speculation free. Lazy dude. Papa turned stalker, but no one knows for sure yet. So this is how unfounded rumors grow. Being on the receiving end, I get how exhausting it is. Yep, so just carry on. Good point. Eiko-san's apartment should have cameras, but not sure about Mio's place. Security cam footage leaked? Come on, world. They spelled Mio's name wrong, so not exactly convincing. Should we check the security camera angle? Check and make sure, yeah. Works better for us if you believe so. At least they're not digging for more. Right, it is. Uh-huh. Right? Why even do this? Gotta pinpoint the source of the message. No, how is this part of being famous? What matters is who came and threw around that red ink. Exactly. Claiming it's her place from just one pick? Wow. I wonder what's on their mind. Humans will be humans. So Aiko just completely ignored them last time. How could she possibly keep up? Hey, sympathy helps, but don't post her full name. They're definitely enjoying this. Anyways, who is it that leaked her name? Mio issue. Does this person know her? Calling it like the actual case name or something. is now 10:30, so I think what I am going to do is I'm going to save and quit for the evening, and we're going to pick up where we left off sometime next week. I'm not sure what my streaming schedule is going to be like yet. I don't know if I want to start streaming on Monday nights or Tuesday nights, but let's see. Pardon me. Let's see. Figure out. Ah, there we go. We should probably look into this. Yeah, they might be posting stuff about Neo again. Give it a search. Bad luck from Miyosato. Hanging with a drama queen can do that to you. No comment. Ugh, easily said. Keep calm, carry on. You're taking around less after the sugar dating talk, so I'm a bit relieved, all things considered. True, better than being scrutinized from every direction. Exactly, and Eiko-san is trying to help too. Her posts do fan the flames a tad, though. Karma's on its way to strike those posting stuff like this. Red Room. I think the director mentioned that before in Hyper Mode. Quite a yapper when it comes to those topics. Another keyword. Yeah, seems worth a search. Casually sharing Mio's personal details. Well, it's already kinda out there. And again, maybe it's being shared even more. I'll try searching for this. Right, check on how far the rumors about Mio have spread. Yes. One issue, this keyword might be too vague. Should work well with another keyword related to the incident. Looks like we might find more rumors. The search begins. I'll check this too. Okay. I saw the security cam vid, but is the cam old or what? Are they from Uber Eats? Kind of fishy. Looks like a man in the video, super fuzzy. Delivery guy, perhaps? Someone's order for late night munchies, ramen maybe? Let me see, 11 p.m., 11:15 or so? Looks like it. They're wearing what seems like a company-issued work uniform. You okay? They got to you with that flaming, huh? Yeah. I didn't imagine they'd respond that way. It's not their problem, so they'll say whatever they want. But there's no end to it, so... I'll do what I can to help Mio. You've got the spirit, but your voice is a bit shaky there. I can do this, you know. Yeah, just messing with you. ask Eiko if anyone similar showed up. Understood. On site of the apartment building, up to Eiko's room we go. Yes! Okay, we are back at Eiko's place. Yeah, it's a wreck. Wow. Happened while I was in the car waiting. Who done it? Why done it? With this much in your face evidence, you'd see plenty by clairvoying. Good point. I should scan the room first with the glasses on. Okay, so I am actually going to end things off for the evening. My voice is getting tired, so we will be ending things off here and picking them up probably either next Monday or Tuesday night. So let me head back and find out who is streaming and we can give them a full raid. We are going to raid Edward Bosco, who is playing Multiverse Nexus Wrestling on WWE 2K25. And for those of you who are here, our raid message is going to be #BlameBosco, like this. Alright everybody, so thank you very much for joining me. I'm glad to be back, and I will see you all again next week for... This has been Jewelry Jelly with Jessica and George Washing Machine. And until we meet again, may all of our tea times be perfect.